Hey guys, who's ready to check out some fall tea? I have an order here from Adagio Tea to unbox, and I will probably spread it out into a couple of different videos in terms of tasting and that kind of thing. But I ordered 10 teas from Adagio, and these were not from their regular Adagio site. Adagio has, it operates like a regular tea company, but then it also has this really other cool kind of niche part of its site, which is called Fandom Blends. And if you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to. What happens is that fans of a particular pop culture or TV show property or movies or literature or video games or manga or whatever they want can take the Adagio teas and blend them to create specific blends that speak to a character or event in that property. I hope I explained that properly. I'm going to put a link below. You should just go check it out. The reason I wanted to make this review is that it's actually hard to find reviews of Fandom blends because there are hundreds, if not potentially thousands. I don't know. I haven't been through the whole site. But there are so many that I don't think anybody could cover them all. I started discovering them when I kind of went and looked at their Sherlock Holmes collection and tried a few of those and really liked them. But then I realized if I stopped isolating myself by the particular selection that spoke to something I was a fan of, if I started just looking at everything and searching by ingredients and looking for fruit or spices or butterscotch, I discovered a whole bunch of really interesting blends. Because I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe they're kind of packaged on demand, so they don't have to be isolated to totally crowd pleasers. They can blend these really niche kind of teas that end up sometimes, I think, being really interesting. Okay, so the other cool thing is you can order them in these let's see, you can order them in the sample size. So this, I don't know, it's not by grams, it's just this tin, and whatever flavor that you order, it comes in this beautiful little tin that's like reusable, and they're packed to the brim. I always lose some tea when I do that, sorry. And they have this great little picture on them. And if you order 6 of them, regardless of like which section you order from, they put them in this cute little box that contains your little tins. And what I love about this is I find I get at least 4 really good strong cups of tea, if not more, from each of these tins. And sometimes, you know, that's all you want. Like, I might want to reorder a few of these in a larger size because I love them, but I just love the experience of these. Like, getting these little tins, I love the idea that I start to amass a little collection of them. There's just something really cool about this that makes it just even cooler than getting a bag of tea, right? So I ordered 10 of them. My goal was, I had a really hard time, my goal was fall teas. I know it's July, I know it's like really warm out, but around this time of year I start thinking about cooler days, and I start thinking about back to school, and I start thinking about all of those flavors, right? Pears and apples and spices and baking and you know, the scent of leaves and the smokiness in the air and all of those things, the caramel apples that you get at Halloween, you know. I start to really crave those. So I went nuts on the site. I had to like put a bunch of stuff in my cart, take it out. I played that game for a couple of days. I had a really hard time because there was a lot to choose from once I started looking for flavors and not just isolating myself under a certain category of fandom, I guess. So here's what I got to, my 10 choices, and I wanted to show you. And I might come back and do some tastings on some of these. So here, I'll start with the kind of basics, okay? So in this box, I got 2 that I thought would speak to that kind of apple spice flavoring. So there is Fall in New England. Isn't that gorgeous? And then there's Apples in Autumn. And I end up having to write they don't come with the notes on the back. So rather than having the website open in front of me every time I want to try one, I write them on the back, and it's really messy, but that's my methodology. so that I can always remember. So Fall in New England, and I apologize, I'm not going to credit who blended this, but it's a black tea. It's got some notes of gingerbread, almond, cranberry, and cinnamon. And all of these were really highly rated on the site. This had a really high rating. And again, they're so full, I have to like open it over a box because it spills out of the tin. So I'm getting distracted because I'm seeing like actual chunks of cinnamon in here. And yeah, it's just like it's a black cinnamon kind of smell that I think is going to be a really nice tea. I may come back to tell you about tasting that. And then Apples in Autumn, which was similar. It's a black tea, but and again, do I have that upright? There you go. You see it. Apple chai, Assam melody. It's got sour apple, and it's got the sour apple, I think, is an herbal blend, so it's a little lower caffeine. So it's very similar to Fall in New England, but I would argue that Fall in New England is like a cranberry almond gingerbread type of vibe, and this one is more of like straight up apple chai. So let me open it very carefully. See, this has a lot more, chunks of apple and stuff in it. Oh, that's really nice. I might have to do like a taste off of these. Would you guys be interested in watching me like taste these two and compare them? Maybe I'll do that for fun. I like that idea. Let's suck a lot of videos out of this one order. Okay, so those are my two like fall spice ones. Then, we got, sorry, this can be a long video. We got two kind of bakery inspired ones. So we've got a Decaf Autumn Banana Nut Bread, because I just love banana bread. And I like, even if a banana flavor is fake, I still love it. I love all banana flavors. And then this one, I believe, is also a low caffeine cranberry orange muffin. So when you can't eat it all the time at fall, you can drink it. So the Autumn Banana Nut Bread is a honey bush, so that's a little bit different than rooibos, but it is a decaf. It's not a decaf tea, it's naturally non-caffeinated. I like it a bit better than rooibos. I'm starting to avoid rooibos because rooibos to me is a type of non-caffeinated leaf that has a bit of a cardboardy kind of background to it. Like I get this papery cardboardy kind of background and I don't like it, so I'm sticking with honey bush. So it's got elements of peach, banana, chestnut, cinnamon, and hazelnut. And I might keep this as like an after dinner tea. It's funny, it smells really good. I'm almost getting like more of a peach note than I am a banana, but sometimes it can be different when you actually brew it. So that is Autumn, that's Decaf Banana Nut Bread. And then the Cranberry Orange Muffin is a rooibos, but it also is blended with black, so I'm hoping that balances it out. And it's got orange, cranberry, and spices, as you would expect. There was a lot of versions of this, so I want to say the one I ordered was blended by Rebecca Strickland. I wrote that down because there was like 6 Cranberry Orange Muffin blends on there. So you can choose, like you can go through and choose which one sounds best to you. Let's just smell it. I'm getting the orange. I'm getting the black. I think I need to brew this one to really let it open up. It doesn't smell bad. It's just, I need the flavors to come out and I'm getting tea everywhere. So, okay. So that is Cranberry Orange Muffin by Rebecca Strickland. Okay. Maybe I'll do a taste off of those. Again, encourage me. I could be encouraged to do such a thing. Okay, these two are the funnest. Oh my gosh. We have two, I would have to say like boozy inspired teas that just sounded amazing. I'm trying to drink less alcohol. I just don't think it's great for my body for so many reasons. But sometimes I just want that sense of like I'm having something really rich and luxurious. So this one is kind of meant to be based a little bit on like Harry Potter butterbeer, I think. It's called Butterscotch Brew. It's a cute piece of artwork there. It's a black tea and it's got blends of caramel, vanilla, and like a cocoa chocolate. But the people who were reviewing it online really said it did have that like butterbeer vibe. It's going to be good. It's definitely, I'm definitely getting caramel notes off of that. Okay. And then the other one I ordered was Apricot Brandy. I need to actually purchase some real apricot brandy and maybe toss it in there. Is that defeating the purpose? That sounds really good though, right? To make myself a little cocktail with some apricot brandy. Oh, it's hard to be good. This one is an oolong black blend. It's got notes of peach and apricot, obviously. Some toasted mate in there. I don't know what's giving it the brandy note. I didn't write down all the notes here. This has a lot more Shazam going on here. It looks like probably some apple pieces. And I'm getting a very strong apricot scent. What's interesting is I think I had just reviewed on a last video the Murchie's apricot. This is a much stronger apricot in this one. This is like I'm bonking you over the head with an apricot flavor, and I'm here for that. I want that. So again, that was Apricot Brandy and Butterscotch Brew. Okay, should I keep going? It's already 11 minutes long. What the hell? Let's drive the car off the cliff and just keep going. Pause and come back later if this video is too long, because I have 4 more teas and I just want to do it. Okay, so since we're in the boozy element, this one was kind of on its own. This is more of a unique one. Adagio Tea has they have like a St. Patrick's Day tea that has like little shamrock sprinkles in it, and it's meant to be based on like a, I can't remember what it's called, like Limerick Stout or something. It's meant to be based on like a Guinness type beer. I did not order that one because I wasn't down with the sprinkles. Instead, I ordered this interpretation of Stout called Stout. I like warm, smoky flavors. I like caramelly flavors. I like deep flavors. And in the fall, like, that is so enriching, you know? So I was excited about this one. This one actually has the notes on the front. Thank you very much. Black tea, Assam melody tea, Ceylon. Natural cream flavor, Assam melody accented with cocoa nibs. So it's really a black tea, but it's got the kind of inspiration of a stout beer. So let's smell it. Oh, that's got a chocolatey element. That's got a deep, it's like dark chocolate. And there's actual like chocolate chips in there. And I assume like chocolate chips to me are not cocoa nibs, so this is like additional bonus. But it's not like dark chocolate bar. It's like less sweet than that even. I'm excited about that. So that was just on its own. That was a wild card, and I was like, I gotta try this tea. What else do we have? Oh, we have Autumn Pear. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. By Danielle Hautaniemi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Danielle, but good job on the artwork. This is what I had reviewed in my last review for Adagio. I had reviewed the Autumn Mist, and I was expecting Autumn Mist to be like an autumn pear, and it wasn't really. It was close but different. I don't know if I'm going to get the full pear note from this. It is a white tea, which I really love. I love white tea as a base. It's very delicate though. You can't pile like a strong pear flavor on a white tea. It's, if you haven't tried white tea, I encourage you to, and then you'll see what I mean. It's very almost, it's not quite floral, but it's just, it's light, right? So this has notes of pear, almond, and gunpowder tea, which is slightly smoky. So I think that's where you take a pear tea and you make it autumnal, is with a touch of smoke. So let's smell it. And again, I'm not getting a strong smell off of there. There's either some apple or some pear pieces in there. I can definitely see the pieces of white tea. I'm gonna have to brew this one to give a sense of it. It smells nice. It doesn't smell fruity, but it might on brewing. So, all right, last two guys, we're almost there. I'm gonna taste one at the end, so if you've hung in with me this far, good for you. I might even have to, I actually might have to do a new one for the tasting because we're going too long here. This one, okay, so this one is from a fandom, Teen Wolf fandom. Never watched Teen Wolf, got nothing for it or against it. I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I'm cool with this whole kind of Monsters of the Week kind of idea. So this is based on a character, I can't even read it. It's based on the character that I think is a mom in the Teen Wolf show. So that's all I know about it. Why did I order it? Because it sounded amazing. I was looking for a non-caffeinated herbal tea, and this has chamomile, blood orange, and dewy cherry in it. Now imagine you're on call at the hospital and you're there, it's dark at night, and you're sipping on a beautiful chamomile, blood orange, and dewy cherry tea. It sounds amazing, and it sounds momish, and I'm a mom, so I love chamomile. I grow it myself. There's lots of goo going on. There's this thing is a garden. Oh, that smells nice. Yes, if this was a woman, you'd want to hug her. She seems very supportive. I can see a chunk of cherry. I can see chamomile. I know this is going to be lovely. Again, I'm going to have to taste it because I don't think the smell is doing it justice. Okay, the last one I'm excited for. If you are a Doctor Who fan, then you will understand this deep reference. This one is called Fish Fingers and Custard. And if you know the reference right now, you're going, "Aw." Right? There's Doctor Who and there's little Amy Pond, and they're having fish fingers and custard because he wanted a snack, and someone made a tea based on this, right? Like, there's no fish flavor in here, guys. I think it's more of the custard side, but maybe with some saltiness. The notes are, it's black tea with vanilla, hazelnut, and coconut. I was just too curious not to order it. Also, some of the reviews spoke to it having like a popcorn vibe. We should open this. Oh gosh, it smells good, you guys. There's a lot of coconut. Oh, it smells like cake. I don't know. But yeah, I can see a popcorn vibe. So I'm gonna come back and record a quick video and taste this one now that I've talked about it a bunch, and we'll see if it's any good because I brewed it up. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the long one. Take care.